everyone, and welcome to the second episode of Let's See IO series season 1. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to make a sleeveless maxi dress for summer. I know summer's over, but it's still warm somewhere, right? Not where I live though, but anyways. Well, actually to be more correct, in this video I will only show how to make the top part of this dress. And then we'll finish the dress in the next episode. So this is how the dress looks from the front once it's done. And this is the look from the back. It has buttons on the front and an invisible zipper on the left side. Both you can skip if you're a beginner and it seems too difficult for you. And I'll explain how you can skip those steps in the end of this video. So don't leave and keep watching till the very end. And now a little bit about patterns. I have already drawn patterns of front and back of the dress for you. All you need to do is to download the PDF file with patterns and print it out. The table with sizes is going to be on the first page of the PDF file, so you can easily find your size and figure out what pattern to use. So you just print out 4 A4 paper sheets, glue together the parts that need to be glued, and cut out the pattern of the size you need. As simple as this. More detailed information explaining how and where you can download the file with patterns is going to be in the description box down below, so check that out. Once you have your patterns ready, you just place them on your fabric and trace, adding 1.5 cm seam allowance. And this is a little tip that I find very handy. If you're working with really thin fabric, like chiffon in this case, and you're afraid that it will slide from its place while cutting it, you can pin all the layers of the fabric together with straight pins and not worry anymore. We need 2 pieces for the back of the dress and 4 pieces for the front. fabric I'm using is very thin, I decided to stiffen it a little bit with a layer of interfacing. So I attached an interfacing to one of two back pieces of the dress and two symmetrical pieces of the front. Don't forget that you attach it to the wrong side of the fabric. Sew the darts on all four front pieces. I usually prefer tacking this kind of things first instead of pinning. And then sew the darts with sewing machine and remove the hand stitch. Place two back pieces on one another right sides together and sew along the lines I'm showing. Leave about 1½ centimeter from the shoulders unsewn. Do the same with front pieces as well. Cut off the fabric along the seams, leaving only about 5 millimeters. Also, cut the corners on front and back pieces close to the stitch, just like in the video. We needed to make the shape of the corners more pointed after turning those pieces right side out. And finally cut the darts, leaving about 5 mm of fabric, and then iron it. After doing all these steps, turn all the pieces right side out and flatten with an iron. As for the shoulder seams, first sew the outer layer with sewing machine. Then iron the seam. Tuck in the inner layer like I'm showing and sew it with hidden hand stitch properly. And this is how the final result looks like. And lastly, sew the right side seam of the dress, leaving the left side open because we'll be attaching a zipper to it. You may overlock the seams of the left side to make it look neat. And I almost forgot, make buttonholes on the right front piece of the top. And that's it for today. The top part of the dress is done, and it's been the longest video I've ever made so far, but I really tried my best to show you every step of the process. I've shown you a professional way of doing everything, and I'm sure many of you are like, no way I can do this. But don't worry, I made a dress exactly like this one when I also was a beginner, and here I have a few tips that will make things much easier for you. First of all, you can skip buttons and make the front of the dress as one piece only. Second, you can skip an interfacing part if your fabric is thick enough to keep the form. Third, you can make your dress without a zipper, but it won't be tight fitting in this case because you'll have to make it at least one size bigger. This old dress, as you can see, doesn't have any zipper and both sides are sewn. And fourth, don't bother making shoulder seams like I did if it seems too difficult for you. As you can see, as a beginner I just sewed shoulder seams and overlocked them. That's it. All the process I've shown you earlier was also too confusing for me 4 years ago. And we'll finish the dress in the next episode, which I promise will be easier than this one, so stay tuned. And thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to like and share this video, and see you soon. Bye!